Fasten your seatbelt and get ready to be entertained because Virgin Media is bringing their drive-in movies on a road trip. To celebrate the arrival of Ireland's fastest broadband network in new towns around the country, there is an amazing prize up for grabs. If this sounds like the one that you want, then you're in luck. 40 years after it first hit the box office, Virgin Media are bringing the timeless classic Grease to Wexford, Wicklow, Dundalk and Ennis on the biggest mobile LED screen in Europe. Virgin Media are giving you the chance to win a Samsung TV and home cinema system. To be in with a chance to win, just answer the following question and call or text the numbers on screen.
Well, I'm thinking we should cut the blue wire. That's not what I'm thinking. What, do you think maybe the red? No. Nearly a catastrophe, huh?
Help! Oh!
What? What?
A minute ago you said blue.
Cutting the wire. Rog.
Yeah.
Grab the cat.
Lethal Weapon 3, tonight at 9 on TV3.
Oops.
TV3 Movies brought to you by the Opel Insignia.
I had stopped to pick up a little bottle of juice. I opened it and it just exploded all over me.
Can you tell me what's on there?
It looks very similar to the stain that I was faced with.
Do you believe you could take it out with Vanish?
No. That's completely come out. Look at that.
Welcome to Now TV, the streaming service where you can pick and choose from our 4 monthly passes. How can we help?
Have you got a movie to entertain this lot?
We've got over 1,000.
Sports?
We seek the finest shows from the sky of Atlantic.
Here's Sky Atlantic and 300 box sets.
Pick the passes that are perfect for you and stream what you want each month with Now TV.
Grow your business by accepting credit and debit cards with your SumUp card reader. No fixed contract, no monthly fees. Order now at sumup.ie for only €39.
This little corner of Dublin is where old school and new thinking meet. Oh, Martin Flynn takes after his father all right. But when it comes to pollinating tomatoes, you can't beat the owl bees. Ah, look at them there, pollinating away. And it's that nod to the past, with a mind on the future, that brings you greener red tomatoes.
Martin!
Here's to the Flynns and the workers. Thanks a million, lads.
Aldi. Every day amazing. Wiping germy surfaces with a dishcloth could be just as bad as doing this. But Dettol wipes kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses.
This is an announcement. GoCat now has no added artificial colours with the same great taste. Here's the proof. Healthy, happy cats.
GoCat for happy, healthy cats with no added artificial flavours, preservatives, and now with no added artificial colours. Purina.
I think the only thing she's scared of, sir, is us. There are no secrets as far as the law's concerned.
Cruelty's like cancer. It spreads.
I don't think. And you shouldn't either.
Where were you Monday night?
How'd you know him? She was looking for a course.
You can't think. I don't think I do that photographer.
You shouldn't threaten us, sir.
I've answered your questions. I'd like to go home now.
Nobody's ever in the clear.
It's an artistic theme. Powerful men brought down by women.
I know we might get one last decent collar together.
If you want to take it out on someone, shoot me. Come on, son, put the gun down.
Endeavour, Monday at 8 on B3 and 3Player.
You should see where I am right now.
Rachel Carlson is trying to forget the past.
I'm Angus McCulloch.
Waves at your feet, romance on a deserted island.
But the past
I'm meeting a friend here, Angus McCulloch.
doesn't want to be forgotten.
I've not seen him, and neither of you, because he's dead. I've been with him practically every day. Your son's waiting for you on the swings. He's trying to warn you. My son drowned.
You're gonna stir up trouble.
A thrilling twist of secrets and lies.
Don't go back to the island. Your life's in danger.
Demi Moore stars in Half Light, Tuesday at 9 on TV3.
TV3 Movies brought to you by the Opel Insignia.
Well, our Sunday night movie this week is sure to pack a punch as well as a few laughs. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover are out to stop a rogue LAPD cop who's turned to crime. Lethal Weapon 3 is coming up at 9 tonight. Now though, with the time at 5:30, we take a check on the latest 3 News.
On 3 News at 5:30, he's in. Presidential election heats up as businessman and TV personality Gavin Duffy joins the race for the Áras.
I'm not going forward as just a business person. I have a certain view and vision of how the presidency should operate, and that's going to unfold during the campaign.
Wildfires and fire tornadoes rage in Northern California. The death toll has risen to 5 as thousands are forced to flee their homes.
The fire ran with such ferocity. There were winds, 70+ mile-an-hour winds, tornado-like winds going through.
A powerful earthquake has killed at least 14 people on the central Indonesian tourist island of Lombok near Bali. Spectacular sky-high show as tens of thousands are thrilled by the RAF Red Arrows at the Bray Air Display. And in sport, another epic day in hurling as Cork take Limerick to extra time. Good evening. The contest to challenge President Michael D. Higgins has stepped up today after businessman and TV personality Gavin Duffy officially declared his intention to seek a nomination. 58-year-old Mr. Duffy is the third candidate to formally enter the race after President Higgins and Senator Joan Freeman. Sinn Féin will also field a candidate in the election. Well, in a moment, we'll hear from our political correspondent Gavin Riley. But first, Sharon Lynch caught up with the new runner in the race for the Áras, who spoke exclusively to 3 News.
Businessman Gavin Duffy, the latest to throw their hat into the presidential election race, announcing that he is seeking nominations on Twitter this morning, saying, "Just to let you know, after some speculation, I confirm that I am seeking a nomination from 4 local authorities to contest the presidential election." The entrepreneur now needs the backing of those local authorities in order to get on the ballot.
So why now?
Well, I think once Sinn Féin declared they were going to put a candidate into the race, I felt the choice was very narrow because we would have the incumbent and just Sinn Féin. So I've entered the race to give voters a choice. I'm going to face an awful lot of questions. I don't mind that. I welcome that. So I'm going to be asked questions about my business dealings, personal questions, etc. And I think the same will have to happen for the president. Now, we know the character of the president, so there don't have to be personal questions, but we do have to talk to him about what are his plans for the presidency, and probably ask him to explain a few things about what he did in the 7-year term.
Mr. Duffy said he will speak to Waterford City and County Council on Tuesday.
You've promised as well that if you get the nominations, that you're going to run a modern and interactive campaign. So can you elaborate on that a bit? What would that entail?
Sharon, I can't tell you exactly what we're going to do in the campaign because we feel we'll have advantage over the other campaigns, but it is going to be something like we haven't seen before. It is essentially a media campaign, in political speak, air wars. You know, it's all going to happen on the airwaves and online, and we're going to be geared up for that to deliver a type of campaign that perhaps hasn't been seen before.
Earlier this month, Michael D. Higgins said he will seek a second term, and the first man to put himself forward as a rival, Gerard Crockwell, bowed out of the race last week, saying it was too expensive for him to run. Sinn Féin has committed to running a candidate. Just who that will be hasn't been revealed yet. Independent Senator, Pieta House founder Joan Freeman and artist Kevin Sharkey have also announced their intention to seek a nomination. And with less than 3 months to go before the election, there's no doubt many more candidates will come forward, vying for a 7-year stint here at Áras on Uachtaráin. Sharon Lynch, 3 News.
And our political correspondent Gavin Riley is with me in studio now. So Gavin, 3 have formally announced their intentions. What kind of race can we expect to see?
I suppose, Caroline, it's very interesting that Gavin Duffy has actually formally announced that he is running, because he wouldn't be the sort of person that would just put it out there in the manner that other candidates have. The fact that he has publicly disclosed that he is running is probably a good sense that he thinks he's fairly confident of getting those 4 local authority nominations. Now, to a certain extent today, his hand was forced a little bit because it did emerge that he was going to speak to Waterford County Council this coming Tuesday anyway, so the cat was a little bit out of the bag. But nonetheless, I do understand that he has been making a very active play at well over a dozen local authorities, so he is very, very interested in trying to contest this. This isn't just the publicity stunt that some people may perhaps have perceived it to be. I understand he's also put a lot of work into the manifesto that he alluded to Sharon a few moments ago. So it does suggest that he is considering himself at least to be a very significant runner. He is, as we all know, a man of means, so he does have some resources at his back as well. So it does mean that not just the two major candidates, as you might think of, Michael D. Higgins and the Sinn Féin candidate, but now someone else who will have a lot of resources behind him.
And Gavin, you say he does have a lot of resources. He also has a profile and a lot of media experience. Do you think this will help in his campaign?
It certainly can't do him any harm. And one thing that's very interesting about this particular candidate is that not only is he, well known as an entrepreneur and the resources that he'll have behind him, his day job is as a communications coach and consultant. He deals in crisis communications. That is quite literally his day job, his bread and butter. So the idea that he would have that sort of facilities behind him does mean that it will be an awful lot easier for him to try and deal with some of the bigger issues that may arise. Now, of course, we don't know exactly how this campaign will roll out. Will it have the same negative tone as the 2011 campaign had? We just have to wait and see. But it certainly does suggest that he will be someone who might be able to roll with the punches a little bit better than some of the other slightly more political novice candidates who might be entering this race. OK, Gavin Riley, thank you very much for that. The death toll from wildfires that are raging across California has risen to 5. The latest victims are 2 young children and their great-grandmother. Firefighters say they are battling the flames in extreme conditions. Thousands of people have been forced to flee their homes in Northern California, where several states of emergency have been declared.
These massive wildfires continue to rage out of control in Northern California. Fast-moving flames have devoured more than 48,000 acres and forced 38,000 people to leave their homes. A state of emergency has been declared in a number of counties.
The fire ran with such ferocity. There were winds, 70-plus mile-an-hour winds. Tornado-like winds going through. You can see it when you go out there in some of the neighborhoods.
There are calls for President Trump to make an emergency declaration that would allow the state to receive federal assistance. The fires have now grown so large that the smoke is visible from planes thousands of feet overhead.
Our Charlie team here, which is a Type 3 team, we're setting up for a structured defense, and also we're going to do a containment on this one line behind me right here. So we're kind of doing 2 things at one time.
A number of people have now lost their lives, among them a great-grandmother and her grandchildren. Melody Bledsoe, 5-year-old Emily and 4-year-old James were reported missing on Thursday after their house became engulfed in flames. Their remains have now been found inside the home. This fire is still only 5% contained, with fears it could continue to rage out of control due to high temperatures and strong winds. Niamh Kinsella, 3 News.
At least 14 people have been killed and at least 40 injured following an earthquake in Indonesia. The 6.4 magnitude quake hit Lombok Island, a popular tourist destination close to Bali. The tremor damaged dozens of single-storey houses and taller buildings. A search and rescue operation is now underway.
Scenes of destruction, buildings unrecognisable in the wake of this 6.4 magnitude earthquake which struck Indonesia's Lombok Island, forcing residents to flee their homes onto nearby streets and fields. And with as many as 130 aftershocks recorded, they were left afraid to re-enter their homes. A popular tourist spot, the island's located around 25 miles east of Bali. The quake's tremor so strong it could also be felt there. According to authorities, more than 160 people are injured, while it's feared that the death toll could rise, with many people still unaccounted for. The main focus now, evacuation and rescue, with searches for victims underway. Indonesia is prone to earthquakes and is constantly on alert. The fear one could trigger a tsunami. The country's National Disaster Management Agency say that more than 1,000 homes have been damaged. Rescue and recovery continues. Claire Regan, 3 News.
Back home again, and the ENET consortium, the only remaining bidder for the National Broadband Plan contract, says it's still all systems go despite SSE's withdrawal from the group. The government plan aims to deliver high-speed broadband services to all businesses and households in Ireland. ENET are the final bidders for the tender after Eir withdrew from the process earlier this year. A young Irishman has been killed in a road traffic incident in Austin, Texas, in the United States. Local media reports say the incident happened on Friday. The Department of Foreign Affairs here is aware of the case and is providing consular assistance to the man's family. It's believed the victim is from Dublin. Zimbabwe's former leader Robert Mugabe has addressed the nation in a surprise media conference on the eve of historic elections. 94-year-old Mugabe refused to endorse a candidate ahead of the election in which his former deputy, President Emerson Mnangagwa, faces one opponent, lawyer and pastor Nelson Chamisa. Mr. Mugabe was ousted from power last November. It's been claimed that Qatar's World Cup bid team ran a secret PR campaign in 2010 to sabotage bids from other nations. That's according to a report published by the Sunday Times today. However, the Qatar tournament organisers have rejected the allegations. Such an alleged campaign would have broken FIFA's bidding rules. Now coming up next on 3 News at 5:30. Memories of Hollywood star Maureen O'Hara in County Limerick Museum. And Katie Taylor aiming to be undisputed world champion after title defence.
At SuperValue, we're super quality service for you and your family.
All right, thank you very much.
And we also give you great value with offers like SuperValue Fresh Irish Lamb Leg, half price. This week, SuperValue 7 offers, like SuperValue Blueberry Punnet, only 79¢. Selected big brand personal care products, half price. And buy any 6 bottles of wine and save €10.
Keep the belly in.
The super, the value. At SuperValue, we do both.
The lion spends more than 18 hours a day relaxing. And when their minds and bodies are fully recharged, it's time for action. Relax into greatness. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
How white are your whites? With Vanish Gold for whites, you can instantly brighten your whites and remove stains easily. Muddy white trainers. The power of Oxy removes the stains. And your trainers will return to the white you love. Vanish. Trust pink, forget stains.
Want a false lash look without the hassle? The Falsies Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Our ultimate false lash brush for dramatic length, lift, and volume. Who needs false lashes? Never fake, always Falsies. The Falsies Mascara, only from Maybelline, New York.
The big deal from Domino's. 1 large pizza, garlic pizza bread, wedges, and 2 cans for just $22.99. Domino's, the official food of everything.
Sorry I'm late, Dad.
No worries.
So, how are you?
Oh, great, good to see you.
Yeah, you're looking good.
All down to your mother.
Now, guys, the usual.
Yes, please, Maria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She was looking forward to the day out.
Oh, here.
Ah, you know the rules.
Dad, I'm just going to the toilet.
With Ulster Bank, your phone is also your wallet.
What are you after doing?
For when you finally get to say,
I got this.
Thank you. Hope you'll have to go tip now.
Ulster Bank. Help for what matters.
Still looking for perfectly smooth skin? Enter our world of smoothness with Veet Easy Gel Wax Strips. They capture even more of the shortest hairs to offer you up to 28 days of smoothness. Veet Wax Strips, also available for face and bikini.
You are unique. Fortunately, your foot problems may not be. You can get a grip on these problems yourself with help from the Scholl treatments that are effective and easy to use, helping to keep you on your feet. With over 100 years of expertise, Scholl, love every step.
Join Sky TV and celebrate the start of the season with the perfect match. Sky Sports and Sky TV, now half price in the Sky sale. Get Sky Sports with over 550 live games. Enjoy all the action on Sky Q, the next generation box. Plus, the latest big screen dramas on exclusive Sky Atlantic. So don't miss the event of the season. Sky Sports and Sky TV, now half price for 6 months. Search Sky Half Price.
Welcome back. Tens of thousands of people are enjoying the Bray Air Display in County Wicklow today. It's one of Europe's biggest air shows and generates an estimated €3 million for the local economy. The main attraction today was the famous RAF Red Arrows seen here, flying over Dublin last night.
The Red Arrows taking centre stage at the Bray Air Show today. The world-renowned aircraft team, the stars of the show on day 2 of the display, which is in its 13th year.
We start in August and we work through, and it is mammoth. It's just the simple it is. It's big. But it's great to have in Ireland. We're very proud of what we're trying to do is encourage the next generation. Yeah, everybody knows the Red Arrows. I keep saying they're the U2 of aviation.
That is quite a compliment. We really obviously enjoy what we do. We enjoy displaying in front of the public, and the Red Arrows is obviously renowned around the world for our displays.
The air show delighting young and old alike.
Just wish I was born in time to fly those things.
I love it because the planes, they are going in so many different directions, and it looks like a ballet piece.
Organisers say the air display attracted around 150,000 people to Bray this weekend, and is estimated to have brought around €3.5 million to the local economy. Derek Ryan, 3 News in Bray, County Wicklow.
Stuff. Now, she was one of the big stars of her generation, and now some iconic items belonging to the late Hollywood actress Maureen O'Hara are part of a new exhibition in County Limerick. The items, which include her Oscar statue, on-screen outfits and even her makeup kit, were donated to the Foynes Flying Boat and Maritime Museum by the actress's grandson. Our reporter Eric Clark has more.
A glamorous mix of iconic costumes and personal memorabilia from the life of the Queen of Technicolor. This tribute to film star Maureen O'Hara is now showing at Foynes Flying Boat and Maritime Museum in County Limerick.
Items such as the very iconic jacket that she wore from the Quiet Man movie, in which she starred with John Wayne. We also have Maureen's honorary Oscar award that she received in 2014. There's also a beautiful typewriter, her personal albums, her passports, and a beautiful letter from President Ronald Reagan wishing her good wishes and sending her good thoughts on her birthday.
Maureen O'Hara was a patron of the museum, which she opened 29 years ago. Her late husband, Captain Charles Blair, flew flying boats in and out of Foynes during his career. These items were donated by Maureen's grandson, Conor Beau Fitzsimons, following her death in 2015 at the age of 95.
The Quiet Man is my favourite movie, so this is fantastic. Just to be able to see everything that she had. It's just amazing.
But I'm more interested in the flying aspect and the flying boats and so forth. But you know, like my wife, I kind of enjoy Maureen O'Hara, and so it's kind of neat to see this part of it.
There are hundreds more items from Maureen O'Hara's personal collection, reflecting her life both on and off the screen, just sitting here in storage, waiting to be permanently housed here in Foynes. Plans are in place for a new €2 million extension of the museum dedicated to the film star.
Anyone that loved the Queen of Technicolor and many of her movies, they will also be very interested now in visiting us here in Foynes.
It's hoped the Maureen O'Hara wing will be ready to open on the centenary of her birth in August 2020. Eric Clark, 3 News, Foynes, County Limerick.
Sports news now, here's Bernard.
Thanks, Caroline. Coming up, Cork and Limerick go to extra time at Croker.
Mitsubishi Outlander sponsors sports updates.
It's happened again. For the second day running, the All-Ireland hurling semi-final has gone to extra time. Limerick and Cork finishing 1:27 apiece after normal time in another thrilling game. It follows yesterday's draw between Galway and Clare.
Over 70,000 fans at Croke Park for the latest instalment in a fabulous summer of hurling. And the opening 8 minutes didn't disappoint. The sides were level on 2 occasions before this point from Aaron Gallan gave Limerick a 5-3 lead. Gallan had a massive chance to extend Limerick's lead even further 3 minutes later.
Put it over.
But Cork settled into the game and had taken a 2-point lead when Gallan had another goal chance for Limerick, and again he was without his hurley.
Oh, that just won't work for him.
The sides were level for the 7th time when Cork had a goal chance the other end. Shane Kingston's effort was diverted over the bar by Nicky Quaid to give Cork a 12-11 lead. Big save from Quaid and then a big score for Limerick just before half-time. Keane Lynch finding the back of the net.
What a goal! They picked their way through!
Limerick had a 1-point lead heading into the second half, but this brilliant long-range point from Dara Fitzgibbon levelled the sides for the 11th time. Cork edged into a 1-point lead before Limerick had another goal chance, but Keane Lynch's effort was well saved by Anthony Nash.
Nash with the save!
3 points followed from Patrick Horgan to give Cork a 3-point lead. Limerick needed a goal, but it was Cork who got one.
Brilliant goal from Conor Lahan!
Cork added 2 more points to give them a 6-point lead with 8 minutes remaining, but Limerick scored 7 unanswered points and the sides were level in injury time when Limerick goalkeeper Nicky Quaid made this stunning save to deny Cork a goal. Then Aaron Gallan gave Limerick a 1-point lead. Panic time for Cork, but a Patrick Horgan free levelled the match and forced extra time.
Looks like we're going to get another 20 minutes of this.
Now it's advantage Limerick in the second half of extra time. They lead Cork 3-30 to 130 now with minutes remaining. Shane Dowling converting a penalty before Pat Ryan scored a second goal for Limerick, who look set to book their place in the All-Ireland hurling final for the first time since 2007. Final whistle about to go there now. Kilkenny have set up an All-Ireland minor hurling final with Galway following a 2-point win over Tipperary in the curtain raiser at Croker today. Kieran Brennan here with the Cats goal in the first half. Stoppage time in a 1:15 to 2:10 win. Katie Taylor says her aim is to be undisputed world champion after making light work of her latest defence of her IBF and WBA world titles with a third-round stoppage of the American Kimberly Connor. Taylor showed her intent from the first round with this lovely combination to put Connor in trouble. Connor did better in the second round, with Taylor suffering a swelling under her eye, but Taylor made it 10 wins from 10 since turning professional when she wrapped up the win with that stoppage in the third round. Taylor will fight in the US next against Cindy Serrano on October 6th, but wants to win another 2 world titles.
Yeah, it was good. I thought Kimberly was very, very tough right from the start, but I knew it was important for me to stamp my authority early on. I just happened to catch with a good shot and I stayed composed and I got to go finish in the end. No, I knew I had a bit of a bump underneath my eye, but it wasn't going to affect me. I don't know how I got it really. I think it might have been a punch, but so I'm glad I finished it early.
Do you stay on course for the dream, which is obviously to become undisputed?
Yeah, absolutely. That's always been the plan. I said before I've got 2 belts and 2 more to go. But next is the 6th of October against Cindy Serrano. I can start focusing on that fight now. And I can't wait for that. It's another big fight for me.
Champion-elect Geraint Thomas is closing in on the win on the final stage of the Tour de France. The Welshman celebrated mid-race with his teammate Chris Froome. The final stage is drawing to a close. The yellow jersey holder Thomas won't be passed today, meaning he only has to make it to the finish line in order to become the first Welshman to win the Tour de France. Dan Martin, 8th overall, heading into today's final stage. And Lewis Hamilton won the Hungarian F1 Grand Prix to stretch his lead over Sebastian Vettel to 24 points heading into the summer break. Hamilton in the Mercedes started on pole position and finished 17 seconds ahead of Vettel's Ferrari with Kimi Räikkönen third. So Hamilton stretches his lead by a further 7 points to a season high of 24 points in the championship.
What a beautiful day. What a great crowd we've had. And really an amazing job from the team. We came here knowing that the Ferraris would be real quick this weekend, but to come out with these points will definitely take us a bonus for us, so we deserve the holiday that's coming. Really happy with how strong it's come the last couple of races, and as I said, just so grateful for all the hard work and the continued efforts from the team.
And it's all over at Croke Park. Limerick are through to the All-Ireland hurling final after they beat Cork 3-32 to 2-31 after extra time in their semi-final. But that's all the sports news.
Mitsubishi 8-year warranty. Sponsors Sports Updates.
Our top story again this evening. The contest to challenge President Michael D. Higgins has stepped up today after businessman and TV personality Gavin Duffy officially declared his intention to seek a nomination. 58-year-old Mr. Duffy is the 3rd candidate to formally enter the race. Well, that's it for now, but from all the Weekend News team here, have a very good evening.
Fingers on your buzzers. Let's play catchphrase.
Pushing up daisies.
You're correct.
High school knocks.
Oh, you are so close now.
Stop it.
You stop it.
Wipe the smile off his face.
He's only gone and done it. Yes! Yes!
Everyone's excited for Catchphrase tonight at 7:05 on TV3 and 3 Player.
How do you feel when you look at it? No comment. Please confirm your name. What you believe don't matter. It's what you can prove matters.
Mrs. Leach has agreed to resume as your appropriate adult. Did you murder Anna Fred?
Tell her to stop it.
You bound and gagged them, didn't
Janet,
you?
you're my friend.
You just stood back and watched.
Help me.
Appropriate Adult concludes Monday at 9 on TV3 and 3 Player.
QuoteDevil.ie can save you money on your home insurance, van insurance, car insurance, or life insurance.
The Quote Devil's always got one hell of a quote. Tonight we'll see that evening rain continue to spread into western counties, while a second band of rain will pass over the south and east of the country overnight. Tomorrow afternoon we'll see patchy rain begin to clear, resulting in a mostly dry day with plenty of sunny spells. And now for your outlook, a cooler and breezier week ahead as low pressure brings a mixture of sunshine and showers. Temperatures will be around normal for this time of year. However, pressure will start to build by the end of the week.
Quote Devil Home Insurance is so easy. You can save money with a simple 60-second quote and purchase cover in just 3 minutes.
The Quote Devil's always got one hell of a quote.
If you're looking to put a little me time into your evening,
join us for some good food, great guests, live music and lots of laughs.
the 6 o'clock show live weeknights on TV3 and 3 Player.
Magic is real, it's contained within an app. Put your feet up and watch Peking Duck appear with just a tap.
Download the Just Eat app and order now.
Everyone's ideal hotel pool is different, but everyone's ideal hotel price is the same, the lowest. TripAdvisor makes it easy for you to compare hundreds of hotel booking sites, so you can be sure you're getting the lowest price. So find the lowest price on your hotel and go better.
Guess what you did last night? You insulted Goliath.
The giant?
David, you can't call people giant.
Josiah, hand me my spear.
Maceo broke it.
How about a sling? A sling?
Energy beats everything.
Breastfeeding provides your baby with the best start in life. As they grow, we believe that giving them different experiences helps build their resilience. If you choose to move on, trust the #1 Aptamil follow-on milk. Inspired by 40 years of breast milk research, enriched with our unique blend of ingredients including vitamin D, which supports the normal function of their immune system. Aptamil follow-on milks. Raise them ready.
Want a false lash look without the hassle? The Falsies Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Our ultimate false lash brush for dramatic length, lift, and volume. Who needs false lashes? Never fake, always Falsies. The Falsies Mascara, only from Maybelline, New York.
The new Zinger Double Down at KFC. Made with 2 pieces of hot, spicy chicken. If you can't beat it, double it.
Go, 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 go!
Come on and dance now until the new season gets underway.
Into a trance with me.
Go, 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 go!
And try roll.
Are you comfy there, Jeff?
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Go, 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 go.
It's time to take your seat. It's the start of an unmissable season on Sky Sports. The players are out, and it's live.
Don't stop, go, 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 go.
Welcome to the Entertainment Guide.
Imelda May, live in the unique surroundings of Trinity College Dublin. This Sunday, July 29th.
Copper Face Jacks the Musical.
Oh, it's amazing. It's really, really funny.
Fantastic, absolutely great. Yeah, it was very good, very enjoyable.
Absolutely hilarious. It's a really, really good night and it's fabulous.
To celebrate 80,000 visitors, Dinosaurs Around the World has been extended due to roaring demand. Open daily until end of August. Family tickets available.
Cirque du Soleil returns to Ireland with a brand new show, OVO, at 3 Arena Dublin.
What's up, Ireland? I'm shock illusionist Dan Sperry, the anti-conjurer. And for the first time ever, I'm bringing my show to Dublin's Olympia Theatre on October 24th.
The Entertainment Guide. Book your tickets today.
At 8 tonight here on TV3, we'll find out if four heads really can be better than one as a star-studded lineup take on The Chaser. Join Bradley Walsh as four famous faces lead the charge for charity cash on the Celebrity Chase. Now though on TV3, it's a family affair on Big Star's Little Star.